Hello, I'm back again to talk about the usual, but I'm not going to talk just directly about the usual exactly. So, you know how every day, as us regular working people, have to get up, put on our clothes, do our thing, and go to work every day and do our job the best of our ability. And obviously, if we don't deliver at that job, we can lose that job, right? And then people go to school for years to get degrees and be professionals and do all these things. So, us as working citizens have to go to work and put in 110%. We got to show up and do the thing, right? We don't get 2 month vacations or be off most of the year and, or what you have not, right? We got to actually go to work every day. We got to actually do things. We got to do things well. Well, here's the irony. Too bad that law of the land doesn't seem to apply to Congress anymore, does it? Did you notice that? I just have to say, Congress is out of session again on vacation, as the American people are dealing with record high inflation. People's health care subsidies are about to expire. I mean, people's lives are falling apart, and you know what these Congress people are doing? They're on vacation. They can't be bothered with you know, governing. Dear God, they got to govern. God forbid. And all these people do is complain about governing. Really? You're in Congress. You're getting several paid vacations. You're getting the best health care in the world. You're getting paid almost 200 grand a year. You're getting access to wealth and privilege. And you're representing one teeny district. And you guys can't even show up and do the job. It's amazing, right? Now, none of us can get away with that, can we? You see the hypocrisy, though? That's just the hypocrisy. That's what I just would call classism in America in general. So you know you have about the isms, right? The isms. You know, there's classism, which is what we're currently dealing with in this country. Racism, sexism. There's capitalism, socialism, communism. You know, they're all the isms, which are never a good thing. Isms. You know, the extremes. But I just find it rich that these members of Congress, they get benefits their whole life. They get all these privileged things. And plus they dodge doing their job. They don't govern anymore. Like, it's like, what is going on here? I just have to say. Now, obviously, in the current affairs, the party to blame for that is obviously the Republican Party because they're in charge. Now, I'm not going to say Democrats aren't guilty of doing this when they're in charge. I'm sure they are. But it's probably more obvious now because all the stuff going on with the GOP in charge, and you know how they tried to dodge and run and stall releasing the Epstein files or even vote to do that, or they didn't seat Alita Grijalva for 50 days after she won her special election in 7th District, Arizona. You know, all this stuff that they deliberately refused to do, and they prolonged it for almost 2 months because they had a quote unquote vacation again and had to go into session. They were on recess. It's just amazing to me, though. These people are so, like, not willing to govern. And now, right now, they're taking orders from a guy at the top who's not thinking clearly, using his judgment, and being erratic and crazy. I mean, this. You know, I feel like we're in the Twilight Zone. I swear to God. It's like, did we wake up? I woke up and I'm like, I'm in a nightmare. Or it's almost like a Cinemax show or reality show but it's real. I mean, for real, serious. It's just wild to me, though. But none of us could get away with behaving like that, right? It's amazing to me. But yet, members of Congress can behave like this every day. Literally, every day, as they take millions of dollars from lobbyists, enrich themselves, and then they have like 8 months out of the year on vacation. They're not even governing. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? It's sick. It's just freaking sick. I'm sorry, it's sick. And it's just infuriating, because we have to put our best foot forward every day. We have to get up. We have to function. We still have to live. We have to do things. We can't just say, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go home on recess. Really? I mean, it's just like, and still get paid. And that's the irony during the government shutdown. You know who still got paid? Congress. You know who didn't get paid? Essential workers, government workers. Okay? And after all the negotiations, the government got reopened after 40 plus days, and they never negotiated a deal on the healthcare subsidy. So now everybody's healthcare premiums are going to skyrocket. So it's like, what are you people doing? Our country's falling apart, and you guys are on recess again. And remember when I talked about the leadership of the Democratic Party, which I am a voting member of? Well, this owner so has to go. This how owner so on this particular occasion goes to the GOP. And the one thing I will say is, their leader and their Speaker of the House for their party right now is probably the worst I've seen in my lifetime. Moses Mike. The joke everybody likes to make. But I mean, that guy, man, dear God. Like, wow. What feckless leadership. I'm sorry. It's just, it's a double standard, right? We have to get up every day and function as human beings. We can't be half-ass throughout our life, throughout the day. We can't go to work and be half-ass and get away with that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh. Like I said, two-tier double standard in society, It's classism on steroids. And this is why change needs to happen, and people need to be informed when they vote, and vote in representatives that actually come from the fabric of working class people. Because most of these Congress people are millionaires. They don't have a clue what it's like to get up every day and have to put the best foot forward. A lot of these people come from money and privilege, and they're taking money hand and fist from lobbyists and billionaires. That's the unfortunate truth. So they do not care about what their constituents are feeling or how everyday people are hurting. They have no clue. They have no stake, nor do they care, because they're all wealthy and privileged, and they come from connections. And a lot of these people are in very safe seats, and they know they're going to get reelected. So it's kind of like, well, based on partisanship or whatever. But it's just like, just a lot needs to change, though. A lot needs to change. It's just this, plus it's generational. We need new younger people in office. But I just have to say, this is why Congress has like a 20% approval rating. And I don't blame people for feeling this way. Anyways, that's all I have to say in this video. I'll see y'all later. Have a great morning, great day. Goodbye.